The command shifts from active commitment to quiet waiting. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Psalm 37:7. The word rest means to be silent, to be still. It carries the idea of ceasing from agitation and noise. The phrase "in the Lord" identifies the place of rest. This rest is not passive inactivity, but is an active stillness in the presence of God. The command to rest requires faith. A person cannot rest in God without believing God is in control. Rest acknowledges that God works, even when circumstances appear otherwise. It means the believer stops striving in his own strength and allows God to act. The second command follows. Wait patiently for him. The word wait means to twist, to wait in expectation. It describes the posture of one who looks for something to happen. The addition of patiently emphasizes the manner of waiting. This is not anxious expectation. It's a calm waiting based on confidence in God's character. The phrase "for him" identifies the object of waiting. Believers do not wait for circumstances to change. They wait for God to act. They look to the Lord and not to human solutions or people. This waiting involves trust that God will act at the right time and in the proper way. The verse then addresses a specific temptation. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. The word fret means to burn with anger, to be hot. It describes the internal agitation that comes from seeing the wicked succeed. The phrase, "because of him who prospereth," identifies the source of the fretting. The wicked person succeeds. He gains wealth, power, and influence. His way seems to work. This prosperity troubles the righteous. It raises questions about God's justice. It makes obedience seem pointless. The psalmist addresses this issue. He commands believers not to burn with anger over the success of the wicked. The last phrase intensifies the command. Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. The word devices refers to plots, schemes, and evil plans. The phrase bringeth to pass means to accomplish or complete. Wicked men often seem to prosper. They succeed in their evil schemes. Their wickedness seems to achieve its goals. This tests the faith of God's people. It challenges the believer's confidence in God's justice. The natural response is anger and frustration, but the psalmist forbids this response. He commands rest instead of agitation, and patient waiting instead of fretting. The significance of this verse lies in its call to trust God's timing. The prosperity of the wicked is temporary. Their success is fleeting. God sees what they do. He will judge them in his time. The believer's responsibility is to rest in God and wait for the Lord to act. David himself illustrates this truth. King Saul pursued him with murderous intent. Saul had the throne, the army, and the power. David lived in caves and wilderness places. Saul's wicked devices seemed to prosper. He almost captured David multiple times. Yet David rested in the Lord. He waited for God to act. When opportunities came to kill Saul, David refused them. He would not take matters into his own hands. He cut off a piece of Saul's robe in the cave at En-Gedi, and his conscience troubled him. "The Lord forbid that I should do this thing unto my master, the Lord's anointed, to stretch forth mine hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of the Lord." 1 Samuel 24:6. David did not fret over Saul's prosperity. He did not burn with anger when Saul's schemes succeeded. He rested in God and waited for the Lord to establish him as king. God fulfilled his promise in his time.